Have you ever wondered why we fall in love with the people we do? It's a curious question, isn't it? Love, an emotion so profound yet so unpredictable. It dances around, casting its spell in the most unexpected ways. It's an enigma, a mystery that leaves us pondering. Why them? Why not someone else? And in its unpredictability lies its beauty, a beauty we're about to delve into as we journey through the labyrinth of emotions. Today we explore one such unpredictable love story. Our story begins with a chance encounter. In a world where every moment is orchestrated, every plan meticulously laid out, there's something beautifully whimsical about the unexpected. Our two protagonists, let's call them Sam and Alex, were both creatures of routine, living their lives in their own rhythm with no expectation of a disruption. Sam, a lover of books, had a ritualistic visit to the local bookstore every Sunday. Alex, on the other hand, was an avid photographer who found solace in capturing the world through his lens. A sudden downpour that Sunday led Alex to seek shelter in the same bookstore where Sam was engrossed in a novel, unaware of the world outside. As fate would have it, Alex's attention was drawn to Sam, who was deeply engrossed in his book, oblivious to the sudden influx of rain-soaked customers. Intrigued, Alex decided to strike up a conversation, and soon they found themselves immersed in a delightful exchange of thoughts and ideas. Neither Sam nor Alex were on the lookout for love. They were content in their own worlds. Yet in that unexpected meeting, something sparked. There was an inexplicable connection, a sense of familiarity, and a curiosity to know more about each other. They were two strangers, yet in that moment they felt a bond, a sense of understanding that was hard to put into words. They talked about everything, from their shared love for coffee to their contrasting views on modern art. Their conversation flowed like a symphony, each word, each sentence, beautifully intertwining with the other. As they delved deeper into the evening, they realized that this was not just another random encounter. It was something more, something special. As the rain subsided, they parted ways, each with a promise to meet again, carrying with them a sense of anticipation, a glimmer of something new. The day that began like any other had turned into an unforgettable memory, a chance encounter that held the promise of something more. Little did they know this was just the beginning. As they say, love often blossoms when you least expect it. In the grand tapestry of life, the threads of two individuals began to intertwine, weaving a tale of companionship and mutual respect. They started to spend more time together, not out of obligation, but an unspoken desire to be in each other's company. It was as though they were two pieces of a puzzle, fitting together with an ease that was both surprising and comforting. Their interactions were not marked by grand gestures or dramatic declarations. Instead, they found joy in the mundane, shared laughter over an inside joke, quiet support in times of stress, or simply sitting together in comfortable silence. These were the moments that began to shape their connection. Every interaction, every conversation, every shared glance was like a brushstroke on the canvas of their growing bond. There was a natural progression to their relationship, a rhythm that seemed as intrinsic as the changing of seasons. They were like two flowers, individually beautiful, but together they bloomed into something extraordinary. Their connection was not a roaring flame that threatened to consume, but a gentle warmth, radiating comfort and acceptance. It was a connection that grew stronger with each passing day, like a tree taking root, standing tall against the winds of change. As they navigated through the labyrinth of life, they found solace in each other. Their bond was not defined by grand declarations of love or dramatic gestures. Instead, it was the quiet moments, the shared smiles, the comforting silence that spoke volumes about their blooming connection. In the grand scheme of things, their story may seem ordinary, but it's in this ordinariness, in the simplicity of their connection, that the true beauty of their relationship lies. It's a testament to the fact that love doesn't necessarily have to be a whirlwind of emotions. Sometimes, it's just about two people finding comfort in each other's presence, growing together, and cherishing the bond they share. This unexpected bond was turning into something more, and then came the confession, as surprising as the first encounter. As unpredictable as the weather, as breathtaking as a supernova, the words burst forth raw and unfiltered. The moment was here, the moment of truth. The room held its breath. The universe paused for a fraction of a moment as the confession hung in the air, a bubble of honesty and vulnerability. It was a confession that was not just about love, but about courage. Courage to open up, to bare one's soul, to risk everything for the sake of truth. It was about the courage to admit to oneself before anyone else the depth of one's feelings. A confession that was not just a declaration of love, but a testament of bravery. There was a pause, a moment of stillness as the words echoed in the silence. A moment where everything seemed to hang in the balance. The fear of rejection was palpable, the tension was electric. It was a moment that could make or break hearts, a moment that could change the course of their lives. And then came the response, not with words, but with actions. With the softest of smiles, the gentlest of touches, the warmest of embraces. A response that was not just an acceptance, but a reciprocation. A response that was not just about love, but about trust. Trust in the other person, trust in their feelings, trust in the journey they were about to embark on together. The confession and the response, they were two halves of the same coin, two sides of the same story. They were a testament to the power of love, to the courage it takes to confess, to the trust it takes to accept. They were a testament to the fact that love, in its purest form, is about being vulnerable, being honest, being brave. And so, in the quiet confines of their own little world, a confession was made, a response was given, and a bond was formed. A bond that was not just about love, but about trust, about courage, about honesty. A bond that was stronger than any force in the universe. In that moment, their lives were forever intertwined. Navigating a relationship can be like sailing uncharted waters, a voyage filled with high tides and low ebbs, storms and calm seas, all demanding a commitment to steer the ship steadfastly, come what may. In the realm of their love, our two protagonists found themselves in similar waters. The beginning was intoxicating, a whirlwind of emotions, laughter and stolen glances. But as the novelty wore off, reality dawned, bringing with it the challenges that test the mettle of any relationship. They had their share of disagreements, of course, differences in opinions, clashes in personalities, the occasional stubborn insistence on being right, arguments that ended in silence, punctuated by the ticking of the clock, and the unspoken words hanging in the air. Yet each dispute, each moment of tension, was a chance to understand each other better, to delve deeper into the intricate layers of their personalities. It wasn't always easy. There were times when they felt like two ships passing in the night, their communication lines blurred by the fog of misunderstanding. But they made a pact, a promise to never let the sun set on their disagreements. They dedicated time and effort to talk things out, to listen, to understand, and to forgive. They learned that it's okay to agree to disagree, that it's okay to be different, as long as they respected each other's individuality. The beautiful thing about their relationship was their commitment to grow together, to evolve as individuals while nurturing their bond. They invested in their relationship, not just with time and emotions, but with patience, understanding, and a whole lot of love. They discovered that love was not just about the grand gestures or the butterflies in the stomach. It was about making a conscious choice every single day to love, to cherish, and to stay together. It was about being there for each other, through the highs and the lows, the joys and the sorrows, the triumphs and the trials. And so they sailed on, through the uncharted waters of their relationship, braving the storms, basking in the sunshine and cherishing the journey. They learned, they grew, they loved, and they thrived. Despite the storms, they found their safe harbor in each other. Every love story, no matter how unique, teaches us something. And our tale of two hearts, bound by a simple twist of fate, is no different. It's a story that began with a chance encounter, blossomed into a deep connection, and culminated in a confession that forever changed their lives. This love story, like many, is a testament to the power of communication. It reminds us that sometimes the most profound feelings are shared in the quietest of moments. The way they listened, not just to the words but to the silence between them, taught us that communication is more than just talking. It's about understanding, it's about patience, and it's about being present. Equally important is the lesson of understanding. They showed us how it's not about agreeing on everything but respecting differences. They taught us that understanding is not about finding common ground in every situation, but about appreciating the unique perspectives that each person brings to the table. And finally, acceptance. Their story is a beautiful example of how acceptance isn't about changing the other person, but about embracing them for who they are. It's about looking beyond the flaws, seeing the beauty within, and loving that person, not despite their imperfections, but because of them. In the end, it's not about finding the perfect person, but loving an imperfect person perfectly.